just going to have a look at the fundamentals of the hip bump sweep. The first part that we're going to have a look at is it's not a hip bump sweep. It's a setup of the hip bump sweep that I use quite a fair bit for my cross collar chokes. It's super high percentage, like super high percentage. The part that makes the details, or the details that make it work, is the setup. Like most things, lay the foundations down, spend a bit of time doing the foundations, and from there you can build up. So I see a lot of people rush the first part, and that kind of, when it comes to the second part, it's not quite right. So we're going to have a look at the foundations and getting set up. Omar, mic up please. How are you feeling? My black belts and monsters. Yeah, they're okay. Right. So from here, I work a pretty good system. I work a pretty same system over and over. It served me pretty well. Right hand, open up the collar, and what I'm doing, instead of pulling here, his frame system is strong. I take it out so my hand can shoot in super deep. I actually don't want to break him down, but I want to get my hand in deep. So think about it this way: as I pull, he's going to go no way. I shoot my hand, I get a little bit of a tug, and my hand's in deep. Now, he's got a couple of choices. So to make it in my favour, I keep the tension, which means that if he lifts his hands up, so he's generally going to try and do the opposite by powering out of it by sliding backwards to try and get the distance. I'm like, yep, and slap on the back. Now, if you guys have seen my video from the Worlds, this is called an offside choke. I haven't put it on yet, and it's pretty much on. I'll put you to sleep in about 3 seconds with it. So we're going to go to, it's an offside choke. It's very different to the standard cross collar choke. It comes in a lot faster, and it's harder for him to defend it as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the details. Now one is, when I'm here, it's pinky up, elbow out. Here, I can never get my hand to the back of the collar, so I kind of go whip it. Does that make sense? So I'm now biting. I'm doing a Spider-Man, which means my hand's that way, it's not that way. So that means that my wrist is on the carotid, my thumb's up, it's the back of my palm. Large surface area versus small surface area. So, grip, out, here, whip it, Spider-Man. Tension, tension, tension. Post, sweep, my knee comes to my shoulder. This means that the arm that he needs to defend the choke with is null and void. That, on the back of the neck, grab it, cut his ear off. Like I said, I generally, about 3 or 4 seconds, they're pretty much gone. So when you guys are in this position, when you're doing it to each other, just don't kind of resist and do that, because it will come on super fast. This is one of my moves that I pride myself on. I can hit this on almost anyone, and I'll put him to sleep. So it's a pretty good move. So to break his posture and to get a space with my hand, my elbow goes up. I'm here. The downfall is it's not deep enough. So I do what I call whip it. I go whip, and my hand goes in, but it's Spider-Man. I keep the tension. So he's just again, you're going to try and power back strike, hip bump sweep. Now watch, as I push, my left knee goes up and I bring it in. It's just fast. So once I'm here, once I go here, it's this mechanic to block the arm out. So once we're here, I'm going to exaggerate. As I sit back, comes in. Slap on the back, roll my wrist down, squeeze. If you're not getting the choke, it's not your backhand, your Spider-Man hand isn't deep enough. It's not your backhand. Right, so this part, when we're here, we're going open, here, this little whip might take 2. I know that's deep. My thumb is behind on that side of the ear. I know by default my wrist is on the carotid. Hip bump, slow motion, hip bump, he defends, knee in, thank you, and like super fast choke. 1, 2, 3. Go. Do it a couple of times each, guys. Time's on for 3. Okay. So setting your foundations and using gravity or not using gravity. So one of the parts that I see, we're inside the full guard, I open up the collar, go fishing, shake, shake, boom, I've got it in, backstroke. I want to go high, so when I'm here, it's not here, I can't get up. Open it up from here, push. Now what I see people do is they sit down and then they try to choke, but look at that distance. I'm on the side of the neck. I might get it, I might not. And that's not a good like that. May or may not, isn't a really good like thing. So once I'm here, what I'm doing is I'm here, I bring her to me, and then, yeah. So before I sit down, my knee goes to my chest to lock in. So when I sit down, they have to come down with me because they're locked in position. So what I see people do is they sit, pull forward, and they lose all this. Where if I'm here, I go ha-ha, I'm on the back side of her neck, her arms jammed in. It's pretty good, I'm happy to put the choke on. Yeah, your arm's caught in there, yeah. So the arm that you need to defend the choke is caught, it's gone. So here, slow motion, go fishing, back stroke, come up, knee to chest. Now, I could probably choke you with that. I'm not going to, that's showing off. But I can, okay. So, over the back, not on the shoulder. Over the back, not on the shoulder. Over the back, grip it, squeeze. Huge difference. So I really want you guys to focus. Hand, not elbow. Here, knee in first, sit down offside and choke. So you're not sitting here, you're sitting here off the side and should be able to come over the top. 1, 2, 3. So, this option 2, this is if they don't react or respond how I want them to. So, what they're normally going to do is, as I push them, they post backwards on their hand, which means that they're too offside for me to pull them back into the choke. I'll explain as we go through. Wait. Same deal, everything starts the same. Grip, elbow high, pull, go fishing, get it nice and deep. Switch my hip, back straight, push. So, if he's posting, it's too hard for me to pull forward because his weight's the backside. So I can't get my collar choke yet. Okay. So, elbow out, pull, 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 here, Spider-Man. Back straight, dip my hip, push, post. Near the chest, pull in, slap on the back, choke. Don't go the triangle. Why don't you go the triangle? I'll tell you. Okay. So, bob, 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 post, pull, here. He's going to defend the choke. Defend the choke. Not that hand. Pull. Now, the arm's in position for the triangle. The arm's on the wrong side initially. So I set the choke up. If he doesn't defend the choke, choke him. If he does defend the choke, drag the arm over, go to the triangle. So again, same thing, elbow up, pull him down, go fishing, nice and deep. Back stroke, dip the hip, push, then post. Knee to chest, shoot it over, then pull in. Collar choke. Now, me, I'm just going to choke you because I know that your defense, not Wayne's defense, but from here, I'm in a better position to choke you. Okay, here. 1, 2, 3. Switch. Triangle. Armbar. So it's pretty good. Ali. Nice and deep, elbow high, exaggerated, go in, punch in the face right. Fishing, nice and deep. Back straight, keep my hip, push, so she posts back. Knee through, open it up, then pull her in the valley. Bob, step on the back, choke. Now if she doesn't defend it, she's going to get choked. As she defends it, swap her hand to the outside. Foot on the hip, switch, triangle, armbar. Change pandas, 1, 2, 3. The triangle. Heaps of different ways. I've had so many coaches teach me so many different ways of doing it, and you know, like you don't have to do this, you don't have to do this. But the one thing that everyone, whether they're telling me it because they know it, or whether they're telling me it because it's how they were taught it, is I want to take away I want to close the space up. That's it. So I can't choke you, but there's a space around your neck. So it's not how I move, there's no magic. I'll do my feet here, it's the feet that does it. Simply taking away the space. So don't get obsessed with like your hands or your legs. It's how can I make the space around their neck tight? And that's pretty much a triangle. So Nicholas, just go here please. Look, I'll try and explain this is here, hip bump, sweep, pose, shoot the triangle, back. At this stage, my knees are giving him a huge space. So by having this in here and doing the choke, as he goes to defend the choke, from here, hold it. Put my foot on the hip, cut the angle. I do have a wrist lock, but he's yellow belt, so I'm not wrist locking him. Yeah. Close this up. Now, that gap is the issue, and it's the angle of my leg. So if you think about it this way, is if I put my top heel to the ground, it closes the space up. It's not squeezing your knees. If I squeeze my knees and I put my heel, I know that's my knee, but if I put my heel on the ground, that takes away the space. So what I see people do, they're front on, and they try to squeeze. It's just really hard to finish. So if you need to, hold your shin, put your foot on the ground, cut the angle, put your heel on the ground, squeeze. Even if it's choke resistant, it puts me in armbar position. So cut the angle, and you try to minimise the space. But there's a space here and here. When I put my foot on the ground, the space is gone. So it's not this, it's how can I get this heel to the ground, and then if I cut the angle, it's even smaller. Let's go again guys, 1, 2, 3. The entrance into the hip bump sweep. The entrance into the hip bump sweep. Two majors. And these are both very, very common. Nothing wrong with them, they're not doing anything wrong, they're doing the correct thing, but I'm going to capitalize on their reaction to my benefit. Okay, Wayne's in my full guard. Set up exactly the same thing guys, so the hand goes in the collar, elbow goes high, I call it going fishing, go fishing, catch it. This time, Wayne uses his left hand to try and grip me. Hands in the collar. Thumb. Close the space up. And again, so anytime that they use the hand that I'm pushing as a post, just use it as a hip bump sweep. But I'm not taking it that way, I'm taking it that way. Right, so I see a lot of people like over here who use this hand. But see if they're trying to, like, they're trying to bump it that way. It's like, yeah. So I'm just going to go and watch. I turn my head over my shoulder. I turn my head over my shoulder. It's like I'm doing a judo throw. Mexican ground karate. I just basically rolling my, where this way here, that's where his post is. So I want to kind of go here and just throw them straight to the ground instead. One more time. Is it okay? So I go fishing, catch it, got it, grabs it. Back elbow from here. Don't come up here. Turn. Here, extend. Thumb. Dead. T. New partners. 1, 2, 3. 3.